Can you talk about your character in this series?
Yeah, I play this wizard. I play this druid called Al-Anon, and he's kind of like Terry Brooks had another book before this one, The Sword of Shannara, and my character's basically been through what's happening in this world, but in the previous story where there was a giant war that took place in the Four Lands, and he fought alongside a guy called Shay Omsford. And they won that battle, but he was injured in the battle and put into what was called a druid sleep. And basically he's woken up 200 years later, and he's found that this world has now fallen back into this age where evil's going to come back into the land, and he has to find the son of Shay Omsford and have this boy be the new hero.
Which is Austin's
in a way,
character.
which is Austin Butler, yeah. So really, it's kind of a mentor role. It's kind of a Yoda with a young Jedi. There's an element also that I can reflect on with the sort of the warrior roles that I've played in the past. Because Al-Anon is he's not like Gandalf in that he just casts a wand. He actually is very physical. So he's like a badass druid. That really has he has a lot of dimensions that I've found really interesting to play. Rather than being necessarily just a good guy, which he is, he carries a lot of weight. There's a lot of secrecy to who this character is, and any character that he encounters finds him quite foreboding. And I remember looking at the images within Terry's books, of this druid figure that was 7 foot tall and kind of loomed over these small elves and Terry said to me, that when they went through the casting process, that they'd originally been looking for a 7 foot kind of guy. But I had that same situation happen in The Hobbit, where playing Arzog, the 7 foot orc, they cast me, I guess because of, I don't know, I guess I can bring sort of a certain amount of strength to a character. But at the end of the day, you've sort of got to have a lot of empathy in this particular role as well, because the character, has to be almost like a father figure to Austin's, character of Will Omsford. At the end of the day, Al-Anon is kind of a major player, but he's in his own. He's the last of the druids. And he's in this world where it's being governed by elves now. And the humans are kind of like a sub-breed in this planet. They're the ones who are looked down upon because they're the ones who are responsible for the death and destruction, centuries beforehand when Earth fell. One of the most interesting things about the visual effects on this show is that we do things like we stumble in upon Seattle, and you see the Space Needle sideways in a swamp with these giant old sort of skyscrapers all covered in lichen and moss and
interesting.
And the visual effects are amazing. Or we stumble across, we come into San Francisco and I shouldn't be talking about all these giveaways, but anybody who's read the book, the story.
All right, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you.